Hello and welcome back to another series in review. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Flintstones. Now, the Flintstones actually kind of has some interesting history around it. It might seem like it's just another one of those cheesy cartoons from the 60s, but it's actually a pretty important cheesy cartoon from the 60s. The Flintstones definitely wasn't the first running TV show that was animated. This, however, is considered the first animated sitcom to ever exist, or the first animated TV show for adults. This paved the way for The Simpsons, which paved the way ultimately for Family Guy, Rick and Morty, South Park, and all those other shows. So we have the Flintstones to thank for all your favorite animated TV shows that aren't for kids. But as with all these other shows that I've reviewed so far, I haven't seen this in a long time, so just because it's said to be good doesn't necessarily mean it is. So let's review it and find out. Episode 1, I guess we're starting. That was definitely necessary, but now we get the theme song, so it's okay.
What is it? That little invention will make me the first man to take off into the blue.
Well, considering the sky's brown, I don't know what the blue is.
The toggle switch connected to the ratchet rod. The ratchet rod connected to the tension rod, which in turn connected to the flywheel. Then zoom! Before you know it, you're airborne.
I'm gonna fix it so you won't need that thing to fly in. It works like this. My fist bone connected with your jawbone. And zoom, before you know it, you are airborne.
We're supposed to like this character? Nothing about him is likable.
What do you say now, Freddy boy?
What do I say?
Yabba-dabba-doo!
He's so mean until he realizes, hey, he's not an idiot. And then he's like, hey, buddy, pal, hey.
To the drawing board.
I don't know if I'm just missing the jokes or if there aren't any. The laughter's telling me there's jokes, but I don't see any.
Now what did I do?
We're not going bowling because you had to buy tickets for the opera. But tonight, I'd be better off if I broke my leg. And at least had an excuse.
Hey, maybe you got a fractured skull and don't know it.
Maybe I do have something wrong with my noggin.
You definitely do. You definitely do.
Now bowling we will go, bowling we will go, hi-ho.
Down to the door, dear. It must be the rubble.
Oh!
Why even wear a hat if it only fits on your forehead?
Love your dress. Oh, thanks.
It's the same dress she wears every day.
He's in a state of shock. With thick skulls, it sets in a lot later.
That was the first funny joke of the show.
Hey, Fred, it was my idea, wasn't it? You bowl tonight, my captain. Step aside, Pagliacci, whilst the captain warms up. Do I see a split?
They showed this at the beginning of the episode. Is this how sitcoms worked? I don't know. Keep it down. That's okay.
Poor Fred, home suffering. Let's go out and call them right now.
This is like the only time they care this much about him. Why do they care about him so much? Just because it matters to the plot? It's so funny the first time. Let's do it again!
Isn't that Fred and Barney? It's not them.
Have been mad.
We thought you were our husband.
Well, if you're looking for your husbands, why don't you try looking at home?
Why would you tell them to go home? You're dumb. You're dumb.
Fred, look! Hey, they must be doing over 80.
80 what? There's no way you can pedal a car at 80 miles an hour.
Pilot, the co-pilot.
What is that? Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Just stop.
Which one, Uncle Wiggily or I was a teenage brontosaurus?
So help me, I'll never mistrust Fred again.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let that be a lesson. Never doubt your husband.
That's why. Why?
Wilma, they're getting away. Oh, don't worry. Whatever goes up sooner or later comes down, especially the fat one.
Did they not have the blue pill back then? Episode 2. Hot Lips Hannigan.
When the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, yeah, I want to be in that number. When the saints come marching in.
Well, now I'm just confused.
We're all set for our annual benefit show next week.
Well, this year I'd like to do something different.
Well, your singing is different, Fred.
Funny. Very funny.
It was funnier than anything you've said so far this series.
I don't get it. A no-talent guy like you isn't worried, and I am.
I knew too many Fred Flintstones in my life. Met them all at college. I was roommates with a couple of them.
And I can still hit the old high notes. Listen. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
That's not even a high note. How are you shattering things if it's not a high note? Like, I get that you're trying to say that he's got a bad voice, but the whole shattering things comes from it being too high, that the frequency shatters things, and he stayed the same note each note. He didn't get any higher.
What are you doing?
I'm practicing my trampoline act.
Say, that's all right. How about letting me try it?
Hold it, Fred. Don't jump off the fence. No, wait.
Won't Wilma be surprised when she sees me in the window?
Oh, it's just gorgeous. Shall I have Zsa Zsa model it for you?
It will only take me a minute to change, and I will be right out.
Can you take that minute to figure out what your accent is? Within that one sentence, you were all over the place.
There's a man at the window.
Fred!
Hiya, Wilma.
See, you set up a situation for a joke, and then you just go complete random, like, oh, well, frying pan, obviously. Pow, pow. Everything has to end in murder.
I am going to do a magic act for the annual show. You see this egg, Wilma?
Of course I see it.
Okay. Now you see it? And now you don't.
I've got a lens cap right here. It's in my hand, and now it's not. Where is it? That's what you... That's not a magic trick.
Okay, girls. I'm going to shut the door now. Now, let's see. What were those magic words again?
Quiet.
Alakazam, alakazoo. You won't come back until I tell you to.
Hey, they're gone. Now bring them back.
Well, now, Barney, let's not be too hasty.
I went from 0 to 100 real quick on that.
Stand aside, Betty. I'll rock him good.
I don't understand why couples hating each other is considered amusing. It was a very common way of joking back then, especially. It's not as popular now, but back then it was all adult comedy was about. With the men being idiots, the women being manipulative, evil people. And I don't understand why this is amusing at all.
And what's a better idea than hospitalizing them?
We'll go down to the Rockland Dance Hall and catch them red-handed. We'll dress up in the costumes we made for the annual lodge ball so they won't recognize us.
Say, this is gonna be fun.
Right. Meet you in 10 minutes. How do I look as a blonde, Wilma?
Real beat, man. Like far out.
And those were actually cool terms back then. Wow.
Hey, Hot Lips, remember me?
Freddie! Well, for goodness sakes, how are you, boy?
Hey, this is my friend, Barney Rubble.
Oobly, 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 shooby dooby.
What?
Somebody must have left the gate open at the old folks' home.
Yeah, strictly from prehistoric.
You're prehistoric.
When the sun refused to shine. Oh, when the sun refused to shine.
So what was the whole point of establishing with him breaking things by trying to sing that he can't sing if he obviously can? Everybody was like, oh, he sucks at singing, he sucks at singing, he sucks at singing, and then he can sing. It's like, was everybody just a jerk? Like, what? That's my biggest problem with this TV show that I remember even as a kid, is that there's no consistency from joke to joke, from episode to episode. There's no consistency at all. They just write whatever they want to write, just that whatever works in that moment is what they go with. And it kind of pisses me off because it's like, this isn't hard to write.
I thought I recognized that frog voice, Betty. That's Fred up there groaning.
I hate it when my husband uses his talents. Ugh! He's just running in circles. He's running in circles. The background is on repeat.
Let's get out of here.
Come on, Big Daddy.
Wait a minute, lady. I got a wife. Oh, let's scram out of here.
Can we just point out that they just proved how great of husbands they are? They got chased by young women, and they still say, no, I've got a wife, I can't. Sure, they took advantage of them disappearing to go out on the town. To do what? Have fun and do things that they love doing that their wives haven't let them do because their wives won't let them do anything that they enjoy.
If our wives ever caught us with those ixnay.
Caught you with who, Fred?
But they are still extremely stupid. So stupid.
Did Wilma and Betty see those two girls?
No, they don't know a thing.
Wilma, how's about fixing me up a little snack?
Fred, what are you doing up out of bed?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. How did you like that disappearing trick, Wilma? Pretty good, huh?
The most men. Like way out.
I really just don't care about any character. They're all terrible people, and I don't like any of them. Episode 3, The Swimming Pool. Well, I'm sold. I can't wait to see where this episode goes. Are you just showing the whole episode? Like, you showed over a minute. It's a long intro. Why is the animation different?
Wait till you see what I brought home for dinner.
What did you buy?
A couple of dinosaur steaks, New York cut, 2 inches thick. How could those steaks disappear? I swear I didn't stop anywhere. What's he barbecuing? Oh, what a sneak. I just put that bag down for a second. Okay, wise guy. Hand them over.
Hand what over? I let go of those steaks.
Just imagine this from Barney's perspective. Hey, how you doing? See these steaks? I just got them. They look great. What you doing? You want the steaks? What? Stop! Stop! Stop!
Fred, I found your steaks right here on the wall.
Say you're sorry and let me have them.
I'm sorry, and I'm gonna let you have both of them.
There's nothing likable about these characters.
Fred, are you all right?
I will be as soon as I get out of this stupid hole.
That's not a stupid hole. That's gonna be my swimming pool.
I'm gonna sue you for swimming pool?
Too bad we're not friends anymore, neighbor.
Yeah, maybe you're not my friend, neighbor, but I'm still yours.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Friendships are written in blood, Barney boy. But this one is written in water.
Water?
Pool water, that is.
Hey, that's funny.
No, it's not. It's really not.
4,000 more buckets, and the last one in is a hot potato.
How much water's in that bucket?
Take me to your leader.
Why was that scary? Why? Why? If you're gonna set up a joke, it needs to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You have no beginning, you have no middle, you just have the punchline and go, this is funny, Laugh at it!
Last week it was the Boy Scouts. Monday, your relatives.
Tuesday it was your club, and last night the bowling team.
And last night, the bowling team. You are an ungrateful ingrate. And there's only one way to handle an ungrateful ingrate.
Is this any way to treat your bosom buddy, close pal, and lifelong friend?
It's how he treats you every other day of the week, so why not today?
Well, it's simpler this way. When he wants to use his half, he does. And when I want to use my half, I do. And right now, I intend to use my half with a fancy 1.5.
Pool's gonna be empty. The pool's gonna be empty. He's gonna jump in, and oh, look at that! The pool's empty!
Barney, what happened?
I took out my half of the water.
No, you didn't. The water's right behind you.
Remember the outfit you wore at the Halloween party?
You mean the policeman suit? Yeah. Yeah. Bust in and give him the disturbing the peace routine, eh? Yeah. No more parties or I'll throw the book at him, huh?
A real cop's gonna show up and then he's gonna beat him up or something and get in trouble because he thinks that it's his friend, but it's not really his friend. It's gonna be an actual cop. And it's gonna happen in like 5 minutes from now. Oh good, we get to watch this whole scene again. I feel like I've seen all of this before. Oh hey, you already showed it.
All right, everybody. The party's over. So, the party's over, huh, Big Mouth? How would you like to take a running 407.5 into the pool?
All right, wise guy. I'm gonna run you in.
You mean I'm gonna run?
This is incredibly predictable.
Who's that in the pool?
That ain't Brigitte Bardot.
Just lock him away for the next 6 seasons, then we won't have to deal with the show anymore.
Disturbing the peace, resisting arrest, dunking an officer.
Can this episode end yet? Can this just end? So there you have it. That was the first 3 episodes of the Flintstones, and yeah, it doesn't really hold up the same way. Man, I was being spoiled recently with the last 2 episodes. I really was starting to think that they were all just gonna hold up great, and this one honestly doesn't. And the biggest difference between this and Scooby-Doo is the characters aren't timeless in this. In that one, a lot of the jokes don't hold up, a lot of the episode plots aren't that interesting, but like I mentioned in that video, the characters are lovable, we care about them, and they're timeless characters. They might be very dated, they're very late 60s, early 70s stereotypes, but we care about them, so we don't really care. In this, these characters are so determined by their time. They're so obviously caricatures of what husband and wives are supposed to be like in the early 60s, and they're not at all likable. And I am grateful for the show. Like I said, it did a lot for TV shows. We wouldn't have The Simpsons, we wouldn't have Family Guy, we wouldn't have Big Mouth, Rick and Morty, South Park. We wouldn't have any of these great animated adult TV shows if it wasn't for the Flintstones. But the Flintstones is a relic of its time. But ultimately, you can still enjoy it for what it is. It was groundbreaking. It's a historical piece. If you can enjoy it for that, it's great. I just don't think it really holds up on a comedy or storytelling level. So yeah, that was my review of the Flintstones. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks a lot in advance. I'm Simon from SimonsRants. That was my rant for today.